back in the game, so I'll give you updates tomorrow. Okay, looking back at the game, you look at it. We had an opportunity at the end of the half. I think the offense did a great job of getting in position there to kick a field goal, and unfortunately, we didn't miss it, or we missed it. Knowing you go out, you talk about it, scoring at the end of the half, and then getting the ball to start the second half, and unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And then, getting after that first series, getting outscored 28-0 there was a tough way to start and get rolling there. So we got to do a better job overall as an entire football team, and the run defense. You got to be able to stop the run. We understand we came in here against a really good team that runs the ball. We had missed opportunities, third down situations during the game early on. Opportunity for big play we didn't hit. So it's just we got to play better.
Why not go for the 4th and 3 there at the Colts 42 though?
Well, it was something we talked about. Hindsight, you look back and say, God, the last thing I thought they were going to do would have the big touchdown run after that. So, yeah, God, you look back and say, God, I should have gone for that. But, initially when I said to punt it, you pin them deep, and the defense, had done a nice job through the second quarter, and you pin them deep, get the ball back. But looking back, that's when you wish you said, God, we just went for it.
You're coaching on situations like that just as conservatively as Brian was doing, and Brian got 5. Why not come in and be different than Brian instead of more Brian?
Well, like I've said from you guys from day one, you look at situations, you do certain things. What was the success of the play before that? Certain things. You go, how are you playing in third down? There's so many things that go into it, and I just talked to you about why I did it.
What about that question? Why not be different than Brian, than more?
I'm my own self. I'm Mike.
Did Cam express any frustration in not going for it there with you?
I did not talk to him about anything after that. I did not.
You didn't hear him yelling at you?
I don't hear, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't hear a lot during the game. With the crowd noise and all that stuff, I've always been that. You'd be focused in, concentrate on the next thing. So, no, I did not hear anything.
How much talk, I guess, was that kind of an emotional long touchdown?
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. For an entire football team, when you see that, when that comes up like that, especially with what the score was and, the approach going into it, and a home run like that, it's tough. Well, there's only one way to do this, and there's a lot of football left, and you're always, every day you go out there, you're trying to get better, you're trying to do certain things, and we have some very talented young players that have done a really nice job. You see some guys that made the plays today, so it's you just keep grinding, and that's the only thing you can do, week in and week out, every day. The players come in, they bust their tails. We got to play better and coach better all around. No, I think it's frustrating when you're not winning games. I think for anybody, but they've got, like I've told you guys every day, they bust their tails. They've had great weeks of practice. We got to play better, more consistently, play complementary football. We talked about we're going to stick together. Everyone's got to stick together and just keep fighting, and learn from this. Go home tomorrow or go home tonight, watch the film tomorrow, and learn from it.
How detrimental would you say this losing is for Cam Ward's development? After all, that's the big here in the season.
Well, Cam has a burning desire to win. He's very fiery. He wants to win. He puts in the time. He puts in, he's trying to do everything he can to get better week in and week out. So he's a competitor, and that's what you love about him. You love that about all the guys on the team, the way they've worked and how bad they want to win. And it stinks. It stinks losing. You go in there and it's the same thing, and we got to find a way to win one of these things.
Is there an area where you guys are discernibly better that you're able to identify?
Well, you will go home and watch the tape and look at it and evaluate and see, what we did well this week and, what we need to improve on, like we do after every game.
Is it possible out of some of these results could change dramatically, come out in a game and say we're going to be more aggressive, we're going to be unrecognizable as the Titans that are 1-7, and we're going to do things in a vastly different way?
Yeah, you always go. I mean, you go into any game, and you're not trying to go out there and do certain things that don't work, things like that. You're always trying to execute. You make decisions for the team to do what you think is best, and at the time. And sometimes that doesn't work out, and it's no one's trying to go out there and do something that's not going to work. You have a plan. You go into it. You say, if it's this down and distance, we're going to think about doing this or that, whatever that is. And unfortunately, some of those things didn't work out.
One of the things that it continues to be like a run on first down, incompletion, now you're third and long, it's a sack. Are you guys looking at this and saying, hey, you know what? We're a little bit predictable. We need to get away from that and try some different.
Well, I think anytime you look at a situation, I mean, if you look at the whole year, we've had way too many third and longs. And there's a number of different reasons, whether look at any way you possibly get in third and long. We've probably done it this year. And that's something you always look at and say, hey, how do you avoid that? How do you stay out of that third and long category? So we got to do a better job with that. And it's just being more efficient on first and second down. And especially when you're playing a team like we just did, that's very efficient, and they move the ball, and you have limited possessions at times. So you got to do a great job on first and second down, and then you have to be able to convert on third down to make those plays.
Last one.
Does that efficiency that you're talking about come from playing efficiency or the players?
Well, I think it's a combination of everything. We're all, like I said, we're all in this together. It's not. I mean, there's going to be plays. You go into a game plan, you think it's this coverage, it plays something else. It's not open. There's breakdowns, whether it's protection, whether it's decisions, whether it's I mean, there's a millions of things of why plays don't work. So it's a combination of everything. When you say being efficient, there's a number of things you look at. Was it a certain type of run scheme? Is it a pass protection? Is it a certain pass route? Is someone not winning one-on-one? So every play, there's something you coach and you critique of why it's successful and why it's not. So it's never just, this is the only reason why on this down and distance you're not winning.
Coaches generally come into this press room, they want to be the first person to speak after a game.
Uh-huh.
I think you might be the only guy in the league that's not doing that. You need time to prepare with Everett, know what you want to say to us, that you prefer players to speak first. Why aren't you in here right after?
We have a routine that we've been following since I took over that we've followed the last 2 weeks.
Why is that your routine, not to come first to us? Do you need time with him?
That's what we've done from day one since I've been there. They told me this is how we're going to do it, and that's what we're doing.
Terry,
This is the fourth time in this season that the loss has been by at least 18 points. How hard is that to keep the message out there and to keep the players bought in when you fall in so short?
Well, any loss is tough. It doesn't matter what the score is. You go in the locker room with the players, depending on how the game goes, you look at, they work so hard. They deserve to win. And it's tough to lose, regardless of what the score is. I know you mentioned the differential there, and it's hard. We got to play better. All right. Thank you.
It's tough because it's been like that majority of the time, so we've constantly had to try and fight ourselves back into the game. That's the biggest thing that we have to change just from week to week. That's something that we're trying to change, and we got to be able to help the defense out earlier in the game. We can't just have spurts here and there. We got to help them from the first play of the game.
How much would you like to be aggressive in that 4th and 3 and go for it, go down the next 4 instead of seeing a punt?
If it was up to me, I want to go for it every chance I get, just because I'm a competitor. That's just my breed. That's just what I want to do out of my football journey. And it's just I just think it's a missed opportunity just for us as a team to get a first down, keep the drive moving. But I mean, we weren't down that much at that time, so we're gonna always support whatever decisions made. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't put ourselves in that position. We just get the first down, the third down.
Did you give Mike that feedback? Did you give Mike that feedback before the punt?
What do you mean?
Like before the decision to punt, were you able to give Mike that feedback that, hey, I want to go for it?
I mean, I'm thinking I'm going for it as soon as I cross the 50 every time. And I'm not talking to him on the headset. I'm talking Bo's the only one who can talk to me on the headset because he's calling the plays. But I mean, I'm trying to go for it. But I know we're gonna end up going for it eventually.
Early in the game, you had a missed opportunity to do an item manner. You had some things to say afterward. What happened there? Did you want him to come out and break differently? Did he slow down? Try to track the ball? What happened on that?
I just think I didn't throw a catchable ball for him. And I got an unbelievable relationship with E. He's one of the first people in the building every day and the last one to leave. He watches an insane amount of film. And I got to put the ball in his radius for him to make plays for us. I think if I'd have did that at that time, it ended up being a touchdown. So that's something that me and him got to click on next week, and we got to make it work.
Was that one where you want to put a little more loft on it? Or
I think if I just throw it right at him instead of putting more loft on it, I think he'll have a better chance to get to the ball and score a touchdown. Right after that time?
Right after halftime.
It's not deflating. We just gotta score. That's the biggest thing. No, at no point in the game it ever gets deflating for us. We know how to bounce back from adversity. We just have to do our job on offense. And when the defense gives us the touchdown, we have to go respond with points. We can't just move the ball and then get stopped on third down every now and then. We just got to finish drives with points. Yeah, we had some positive moments, but it wasn't enough to win the game. I have to do more. I have to be more accurate with the football. And we have to consistently move the ball up and down the field and end with points. I think the last couple of weeks we've been better just moving the ball, but we have to end it with points. If we don't score points, we're not going to be in a lot of games.
Did you expect it to be this hard to be consistent, to be competitive?
I mean, it's not really a crazy amount of hard. It's one person not doing our job, whether it's me on first down or someone else on second down. And it's been like that from week to week. It's died down at times, but we have to be just a great offense in terms of not having MAs, myself getting completions for the offense, and then just moving the ball. And once we do that, I think we'd be one of the better offenses. It is coming along. I think it's coming along a lot for us rookies, not only myself. And we're a very young group, but the biggest thing, we don't make excuses. We really take in day-to-day process. We try to get better every week and try to go win every week.
Did you expect more to change since the coaching change? Seems like it's very much the same deal, the same conservative offense.
What you mean, like
the offense, maybe, and being a little bit more aggressive?
I think we're an aggressive offense, especially the last couple of weeks we've been aggressive. I just think we have to capitalize on aggression. From myself just consistently moving the sticks on first, second down. I think when we get behind the chains, that's where we can end up putting ourselves in the hole. And, I mean, I think Bo's doing an unbelievable job in the situation that he's in. Being from quarterback coach to calling the plays. Him and Nick, they work eye to eye, and they're for sure putting us in the best situation every week. We just got to do our living, the people on the field, and go capitalize on the big-time plays.
When you talk about the problems that are cropping up, does it feel like that it's just something that's minor, or do you feel like it's something that is, can't be fixed?
I think it's something that's minor. And we got some key guys out just with the unfortunate circumstances of injuries. And then the guys who get a chance to play, we got to maximize our opportunity. I have to maximize my opportunity every play, and we just got to keep on going. I mean, at the end of the day, we have nothing to lose. We got to keep playing football, and we got to man up and try to win next week.
I understand what you said about the punt, but in the heat of the moment, obviously, coming to the sideline, you were expressing your frustration. Can you just kind of talk about how you measure what you do coming off the field there, where you're expressing yourself to the coach?
I think I'm a competitor. Our whole offense is like that. Our whole defense is like that, from O-line to D-line. Those guys, they compete every day in practice. So I just think the biggest thing that we want to be an aggressive team, especially with the record we have right now. We have to be an aggressive team at the end of the season to get to where we want to be. So we just got to keep on going one day at a time, and, we got to try to win the game next week.
Mike McCoy, he'll mention a lot of times that you're not the first rookie to struggle. He points to Peyton Manning. You and Peyton have a relationship. But what are some of the things that, or have you gotten to get any input from him? Because he struggled pretty bad right here in this building.
Just keep on going one day at a time. You see different things every game, but you also got to be able to be a reactionary football player. And I think I got better at the little things each and every game. And, just having a relationship with Peyton, I mean, it's cool because he constantly tells me, just the little things I have to work on. And then the little things going to turn into, just being consistent on offense.
Any example of a little thing you want to
I'll say the best advice that he's gave me is you just got to continue to be yourself, no matter how high you get or low or how low you get. You just got to continue to be yourself. Lead the guys you know how to lead the way. And then just in the day, just play football how I know how to play football. And then just also just be a great teammate, try to win games.
do you think this losing is stunning your development, or how can you benefit from it?
I don't think it's stunning it, because whether you win or lose, you're going to get better, and you also got to get coached up on certain things every game. Nobody in the NFL is going to play a perfect game each and every night. So, I just stay, just right here at the same time. I never get too high, I never get too low, and, try to do his best for my teammates to win.